Welcome, everybody. First Friday of the month. It's August at this time. All right. So, opening today with a quote from Katie, and this is from the book I Need Your Love. Is That True? When you say or do anything to please, get, keep, influence, or control anyone or anything, including yourself, fear is the cause and pain is the result. Manipulation is separation, and separation is painful. Another person can love you totally in that moment, and you'd have no way of realizing it. If you act from fear, there's no way you can receive love because you're trapped in a thought about what you have to do for love. Every stressful thought separates you from people. But once you question your thoughts, you discover that you don't have to do anything for love. It was all an innocent misunderstanding. When you want to impress people and win their approval, you're like a child who says, "Look at me, look at me." It all comes down to a needy child. When you can love that child and embrace it yourself, the seeking is over. So, just the theme of having it be all right, whatever thoughts are appearing and whatever incident happened and whatever separation looks like is underway, just take a look and notice where something goes on or something went on, could have bumped into an experience that felt like separation, felt, how do we know? It's like fear, sadness, frustration, anger. So just notice that experience, that moment, that incident. And what can be so useful is just almost putting the pause button and making it just a small segment, this little moment right at that, right there at that moment is where the whoosh, the feelings really came in strong. And it's okay if this goes back way back in time or just happened yesterday, an hour ago. Wherever it looks like, I love just seeing what wants to come for inquiry. There's no right or wrong situation or thought or incident to pick. It's just exploring it, wondering about it. Larry.
Carol should exercise more.
Okay. Love the shoulds. All right. Who else has got a thought they want to share? Cindy V.
The I don't trust Martina. And she's right around the corner. So
I don't trust her. Okay.
I don't trust her. I'll put that, yeah.
Yeah. And just notice your proof. So now in this moment, you may not trust her, but the reason you don't trust her is because of something else that happened, like, or just notice any incident. They'll just come in there. Just notice this thing already underway. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's good. Christine.
I love the reading.
Mm,
That part where you put your finger up and you said, and you.
yeah.
I'm curious about that. But anyways, I brought a thought today about my brother talking to my son about me. And I'm worried about backlash. So I'm going to go with there will be backlash. Like
Ah,
if I speak to my brother. Yeah.
yes. Okay. Backlash, like whatever it looks, whatever your son is thinking back, like that'll be
What my brother would do.
Ah, okay.
that he would call up my son and, why did you tell your mother? And,
Ah,
and
yes.
he would be
Got
like, oh my God,
yes.
caught. in the middle. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Really good. Good. All right. Anyone else want to drop a thought into the pool of stressful thoughts? Patty. Oh, Lori. Yes, Lori, then Patty.
I was son on vacation. Dog food was being delivered outside that needs to be refrigerated, and I bent over backwards. I was asking a lot of questions about how he wants it done, and I'm not sure what all that's about, but just God, I have no life. I don't know. I'm not sure what the thought is, but it just didn't feel right.
Hmm.
So anyway,
So you just notice yourself over doing
way over make
I need to do it right.
rather than make a executive decision and I'll just do it this way. I had to ask him repeatedly, how many packs do you want in the fridge? You want them in the freezer? You want when is it coming? Blah 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 blah.
Ah, okay. What's the worst that could happen if you do all that?
I'll never be asked to do it again. I wanted to do it happily. I really started, my intention was to do it happily, and then it turned into this icky uh, relationshipal thing.
So you asked too many questions and he didn't like it. Something like
Yeah,
that.
maybe I asked too many questions. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
he didn't. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that's important to notice, that it turns to the self. I asked too many questions. I did it wrong, but there's something that's between me and him. So, um, he didn't like all my questions. But, however you put it, I asked too many questions for him. Yeah. Good. Awesome. All right. Teresa, hello.
I I want to leave a relationship
Mm-hmm.
that I don't feel important in this relationship, but I feel guilty because she is sick. And I think that if I leave the relationship, I'm not a good person
Oh, uh, okay. So leaving means I'm not a good person.
because she's sick.
Ah, yes, yes.
She's got a cancer, and I'm going to feel guilty if I go out of the relationship.
Yeah, yeah.
In some way, I feel used because she's calling when she needs me.
Ah, good one too. Um, she's using me.
I think so.
Yes. I mean, that might be a good one to just noticing this, like, what are all my reasons for leaving? And it sounds like a big one is she's using me anyway. I'm not really that important anyway, like the way it talks about that. So maybe just really like the examples of her using you. She's using me. Yeah. And then noticing
and
that.
I let myself use by her.
Uh-huh.
I
Yes.
could turn that around too.
Yes. And slow it down and just take it slow and see what else shows up. You never know, like what'll happen. Our minds go quick to the turnarounds, but it's a good one. She's using me. And of course if I'm seeing she's doing this using and whatever else is going on, I think, oh, well, I'll just leave. Oh, but I can't leave. Da, da, da. And but it's nice to zoom a little bit before all the thoughts about leaving is might be the answer. I need to get out of here. So just like, look, she's using me. That's one thing I really dislike about this. And I'll just,
And I'm going to feel guilty if I leave.
yes, yes. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not a good person if I do that.
Yes. Yeah.
Good person don't do that.
Yes. Okay, good.
No.
Yeah. Good people don't leave. Great underlying belief. Really good one. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Shanna. Hello.
Hi, I this is a great day for this because I'm feeling like anxiety, what it feels like the first time. I'm like, oh, this is terrible. I would love your help in picking which thought would be a
Mhm.
good one. I feel like um, I committed to two different groups that I would move forward on booking this Ireland tour, and I just feel like I can't do it, and and that I should be able to handle a simple task, and I and that I'm incapable, that I'm experiencing
Hmm.
negative sensations that I don't know how to make go away.
Oh, yeah. Well, just notice all the images that come to mind about this future. Here comes the future, the tour, booking the tour, clicking on yes. Here's all these images about what it looks like, and then all those thoughts with the images, about that it looks like trouble. I don't like it. I won't like it if it turns out like that. If I'm anxious, can't do it, or whatever that I feel nervous about. Yeah, so I feel the nervousness right now. I feel anxious. And then, of course, thoughts about anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Something wrong with me. This proves there's something wrong with me because I'm anxious.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just set that one aside. Just like, here's the anxiety. How do I know anxiety is supposed to be here? It's here.
Mm, that already feels good.
Yes. Like, what's the reality? Here it is. There's lots of emotions in the human condition. Here's one of them. It's showing up right now. So it's got things to say about tours, performing, how it's going to be, and just going danger, danger, danger about the future. And then, I mean, you could start with I shouldn't feel anxiety, but I do like then seeing what the anxiety is saying. Like, let's say it's okay that I feel anxiety because it's here.
Mm-hmm.
What has it got? What is it trying to communicate?
I mean, another thought, I was like, well, I know there's financial anxiety around, like, I can't afford it,
Hmm. Okay. All
or
right.
I'm gonna waste the opportunity
Uh, okay.
if I don't do this task that I can't do.
Uh, uh, yes. Okay. Well, just noticing, I have to do the task. I can't afford it. I'm wasting an opportunity. Just all those come like pew, like lightning bolts, and that
Mhm.
you could just even just take one. Just say they're all coming, boom, 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 and then just take one. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't feel anxiety is a good one.
Okay. All right. Yes. All right. Good. That's a really good one. Big decisions sometimes look like that. Okay, so I love what people are sharing in the chat. He should make me feel I belong. He should not make me the problem. Humans are just too cruel. Yeah, love is just, it's okay to have a big underlying belief like that. So just notice your proof. Notice the proof of here's this experience and condition and the way life moves and da, 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 da. There's my proof that this thought I have is true. Like, how do I know this is true? Just let your mind show you how you know it's true. Sometimes I have to have proof from the past. This is so likely. This happens all the time with other humans, like look at all those things that happen. Okay. All right. So I'm just noticing your proof. Like hold that situation clearly in mind. And if you can, no right or wrong at all about it, but if you're looking at a situation that looks troubling, go right into the heart of the moment. Like when the feeling really got strong. And if you're not even sure where that was or what was going, yeah, that's okay. Just notice. And first question, is this true? So just look at, is it true? Don't need to go to any other questions, or even if your mind is jumping to turnarounds, is it true? And if that yes comes, yes, oh yes, it's true. I love that we have the second question. Can you absolutely know this? Can you know beyond any doubt that this is the truth? This is what's happening. This is what's going on. This is what it means. Can you absolutely know that?
No.
How'd you find your no?
Well, present day brother, I don't know. So, he had a lot of charge over me growing up.
Yeah.
And even last year, something he really wanted me to do something that I was like having to do with this lawsuit. And I was like, no, no, I'm not going to do that. And yeah, and there wasn't backlash. That's right.
Ooh.
He just tried really hard for days.
Mm.
Even his last attempt was to call me. I want you to put this in there. And I didn't.
Mm.
I didn't. I did, and then I took it out. I stuck with me. So, and then after that, there was nothing. So, no more phone calls, no more emails. So, yeah, actually, now I have proof that, he maybe doesn't do that anymore. He might try really
Yeah.
hard, but
It's nice to even have one moment of evidence
mhm.
that it's not true, because then it just can't be absolutely true. It's like, I
Yeah.
love that when that happens.
Yeah, because that's a good thing to remember now, because I wasn't that did not come.
Hmm. Yeah.
So, you know. Mm.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah.
And my answer is no as well. Carol should exercise more than she does.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And she'll do things physically. I'm thinking, how does she do that? She surprises me when she does things that I've in my head she shouldn't be able to do because she doesn't exercise enough. and then she does them. So I have to say no.
Okay. So good. Rhonda.
Hey, I just got on the call and I'm sorry I'm a little late, but I my thing is that I'm panicked with my dentist because I don't know if he's scamming me or my teeth are this bad.
Ah, ah.
I got a $17,000 proposal for dental work, and I'm just freaking out about it. So I don't know what to work on, and my answer is yes to what I'm thinking right now, that he's scamming me.
He scammed me. There you got it. He's scamming me. So just notice, and there you got your answer. He's scamming me. Okay. Yeah.
Or either my teeth are that bad.
Yeah.
I,
I'd say just stick with he's scamming me. It's nice to
okay,
stay with one. Stay with one, and then you can look at teeth being bad. But I love having it
okay.
be slow and simple. Just one little angle on it. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry I was late.
That's okay. Right on time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I just want to go hide under a rock.
Yeah. Good place to be then here. It's good
Yeah,
noticing.
thank
All
you.
right. Yeah, you're welcome. Cindy.
At first a yes, and then a no, because I don't really know her.
Oh,
No.
okay. Okay. Really good to see. Yeah. What am I basing my conclusion on? Don't really know. Good to notice. Teresa.
It's still a yes because when I ask, could we do things together? It was a yes one time and no all the rest of the time that I asked her, and she's telling me, oh, I went there, and it's always, except one time, a no for me. So I feel like she's not really interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
Only when she has things that she can't do, she's calling me. So
Mm,
it's still a yes.
okay. Okay. Good to notice. How do I piece together my evidence? It's good. And just say, yes, it's a yes. Okay. I get to answer. I'm the one that gets to have the answer. All right. Lori says, indecisive is bad. That's her thought. Is it true? Sorta. Can I absolutely know what's true? Not really. I don't know what he wants exactly. Yeah, that's good. Just noticing. Is indecision bad? All in its, is that bad? Okay. No. How would I know? Looks like it exists. This is sometimes, helpful that the question, what is the reality? What's the reality going on here? All right, so just aware of your answer, just being with it, noticing your situation. Is it absolutely true, what I'm thinking here? So what happens when you do think it? How do you react? How do you react when you think this thought? Just the feeling sensation in the body. What emotions happen? What pictures come to mind? Like, somebody mentioned going all the way back to when you were a child? What pictures come to mind that look kind of like this, or, just have you be noticing?
Yeah, my heart clenches.
Uh,
Yeah, because it's happened before. And it happened with my son.
uh,
Yeah.
ah,
With his father. when my kids came home from being with him on the weekend and they told me something, and then I talked to their dad about it, and then he warned them, and it just broke my heart. And
Mm.
so they just didn't tell me things after that because of him. And so, yeah, my heart hurts thinking about
Mm.
somebody doing that.
Mm.
And then I go back to my childhood, and that happened all the time, being warned not to talk about what's going on in the house to anybody, otherwise the consequences will be worse. So
Great. Good, good,
yeah,
good.
so very gripping. I can feel that in my whole abdomen right now of being threatened a lot. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Powerful to see.
Hmm.
Wow. Yeah. And how old it is, and that then there's proof in life.
Mhm. Yeah, and it's funny, it's living in my abdomen,
Yeah. Yes.
how it grips, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Larry.
Well, it's all imagination. In other words, morning I was at the gym and I saw this couple. I know they're a couple and they're side by side on treadmills, and I immediately think Carol couldn't do that.
Hmm.
And this afternoon or evening, actually, we're going to a friend's house, and they have this long flight of stairs up into their townhouse. And I'm thinking, oh my God, Carol has always done it, but I always worry, oh my God, she's going to get up there and collapse.
Hmm.
Won't be able to. If she would just exercise more, she'd have more energy. She'd be able to do it. And then I see, I'm just embarrassed in a way.
Hmm.
And she get that in my mind anyway. She can't do things that other people can do. So there's this comparison to what should be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Isn't that good? Yeah. Yeah.
And I was also thinking, Rhonda, for $17,000, you could go to dental school, have your own teeth.
Uh, awesome. Teresa.
Um, when you said, did it ever happen before? It just clicked.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and I feel sad and mad at the same time.
Mm.
I feel that I'm not important enough to her. And it's like when I was young, I didn't feel important at all. And lately, I feel it in my heart. And lately, I had heart palpitation,
Uh,
and it's all. I think it's all related.
yeah, yeah. Okay, good. It's like just letting something get revealed, even if it looks like long ago, about, just as the mind makes its associations, what does this mean? When have I seen this before? Just doing that. Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cindy.
Sorry. I can feel it in my chest in a way, and when I'm with her, she is the girlfriend of our tenant, and I really love our tenant. But when I'm with her, I want to retract, and then I want to try harder because I like our tenant so much. And so it's kind of, I can just feel it like, oh, she's just too much.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe I'm jealous too, because she is outrageously beautiful. On a scale of 1 to 10, she's a 10, and she's 22 years younger than Matt. And I'm thinking, whoa. And just not jealous. Maybe no, she's too much.
Hmm.
Wow. It kind of grips me.
So it's good to just watch all that. Just notice the images and notice the meaning. I'm putting meaning on it.
Mm.
But like I know something about this age years, and this is what beautiful looks like, and this is what, just watching. How do I know this? And what's this? What does this remind me of if it does? Or like, what does it look like to me? just in that moment, meaning, putting meaning on this.
The meaning. Oh. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So, great question to notice sometimes. Is there any obsession that begins or any addiction, any kind of behavior that gets paired with this experience? What begins to manifest when I believe this thought? Just notice, is there something I feel like I want to go do?
Avoidance.
Yes. Whatever I do, I'll live my daily life, but I'm just going to make sure I don't have that. Get away from them.
Yeah, get away from him.
Yeah, yeah.
Like avoid him, literally.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, and then the figuring out, trying to figure out. It's like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
like, how do I do this? How do I, and then all these images from the past. And
Yes. Yes. So good. All right. Shanna says, I want to eat to avoid feeling the sensations in my body. Yeah. Teresa.
Food, a lot of sugar.
Oh,
Sugar, 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 sugar. I can't stop.
yes.
Can't stop. And it's not funny.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm laughing with you, not at you.
No, 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 no. I'm laughing at myself because I
Yeah,
just can't stop.
yeah. I have got to sweeten up this moment. I have to.
No,
It's
I've got to
absolute
ease that moment.
must ease it. I must ease it.
I've
This
got
moment.
to breathe a bit.
Yes, yes.
And it's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
Yeah, yeah,
I guess after I feel guilty and I eat more too I eat more because I feel guilty and yeah,
yeah, yes.
food. And I'm getting sick of it
Yeah.
and I am sick and I'm getting fatter and fatter and bigger and bigger and
Yeah.
yeah, it's all related.
Yes, yes. So just helpful to notice, when other thoughts too, but that sensation and noticing when I believe she's using me, boy, just all that, lots of energy, and it goes into this, yeah, suppress it, get it, do something, medicate it, as they say. All right, and it fuels it. All right, Cindy V.
I try harder to connect with her. And so I'm trying, I'm not letting things just happen.
Uh,
Yeah,
really
I'm
good
not
to
letting
know.
it go just naturally. I'm trying harder to like her, to trust her, to connect with her.
Yes.
But I'm not letting it just happen. I just got that. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. That's a great, just, I don't know, track.
Yeah.
You have to even label it like obsession, but like I try really hard. Yeah, it's a good
I
one.
want her, I want to like her.
Yeah,
And yeah, the whole thing. Yeah.
yes,
It's
yeah,
it's the trying harder and not letting things just unfold.
yeah, yeah. Good, good. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Rhonda.
Oh, I took my hand down because I'm so confused. My dentist is scamming me. Did it happen before? Yes, when I was younger.
Hmm.
Um, I was talked into putting veneers on my front teeth, and I didn't know it was going to ruin all my teeth underneath the veneers. So I'm getting that feeling, but more of this is what am I going to do if it's true
Hmm.
that I
Oh.
need this dental work?
Hmm.
And I'm fearful, self doubting, and embarrassed. that
Hmm.
I let my teeth get that bad. So I'm not sure, Grace, how to where I'm at with
You're
it.
just
Am
doing
I
it's perfect. It's just noticing all that, and you don't have to go solve the problem yet. It's just noticing it all. Oh my God, this is me. And it turns to the self, and you start saying, how did I let this even happen? And what's it going to be like? And just noticing fear about what this means for the future. That's what happens when you believe the thought.
yeah, like I keep getting this thing. I have I have the money to pay it, but I don't want to take it out of my retirement,
Hmm. Yeah.
and that's fearful. But it's going to have to be done because I'll lose my teeth, and I don't want dentures. So
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of stuck, but I'm terrified
Yes.
of
That's
spending the money, even though I can do it. I just didn't want to do that.
yeah, yeah,
If that, but anyway, I don't want to take up a lot of time,
yeah.
but
No decision needs to be made right now. It's just noticing and watching what happens when you're thinking he's scamming me. It's like danger, 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 danger is screaming at you. And you're looking at all these different options and like da da da, and it goes in a just got to find out what to do. Mind is just, revving up like me.
yes,
Yeah.
that's how I feel.
Yes. All right.
All right, I'll keep working.
Yes. So just it's about noticing, just noticing that energy, really. So is that peaceful or stressful? Let's just notice the stress. It's stressful. Just noticing. So the thought comes in, it's very stressful. The energy, what the energy is like between me and this person or this incident, what the energy is like even with myself here in my own mind, stressful. So, this question, who would you be without this thought, is like, takes an act of imagination. I must say, well, that some people have said, I've said, well, that's just imagination. But just notice the first one, having the thought is imagination. Also, there's a whole bunch of images coming. So let's just notice who would you be without believing this thought? What if in the same situation you were able to drop the thought? Christine.
Yeah, without the thought that he will call up my son, I'd be calm. I would, I could see it happening organically because I'm going to be out in Alberta next month. And it just coming up naturally and just me leaning over and just going, Jay, not a good idea to take and phone my son and talk about me.
Hmm.
That's it.
Hmm.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
doesn't need a lecture. He doesn't need to know my son's emotions, you know, just a casual lean over
Mm-hmm.
idea.
It's kind of sweet. It's like the leaning just that you picture. It's like I'm connected to this person and you
Yeah.
can share, I am not comfortable with this. It doesn't seem to work very well here, whatever.
Yeah, and there's no anger there. It's just, yeah, I can see it coming up naturally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether he hears it or not or does it again, I don't know.
Yeah.
The way he rolls it, whatever, but maybe he'll think twice next time before he goes and talks
And
about.
And also, like, look, so we kind of go into like, what's it going to look like when I get over there. But then just also being right in the middle of a situation when it looked like it was proven true. And just imagine and who you'd be without believing the thought there. Just what if it was safe? What if it was okay? Whatever's going on, there's humans doing what they do. Who would I be without my story?
Yeah, because I can see that because of me saying what I said last December after the court day, I've actually really shifted my relationship with my brother and sister
Wow,
by speaking up because I
beautiful.
never used to with them.
Ah,
And I've called them out on things and I've just said stuff. And so I can see now that with this work I've been doing with you in the last, week and a half with this camp, is that I have actually shifted the relationship that was so overdue. I'm the middle child, you kind of get pushed in a corner a lot because you're the quiet, sensitive one and they're who they are. And so I can tell recently that the relationship has shifted with both of them.
wow.
Because
Yeah.
for them to ask me to come back in, I mean,
Yeah.
that's new.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah,
Yeah.
to include me. Yeah. So,
That's so great. Yeah.
so I can see it just the image came up naturally just to move towards him and just casually mention that and um and just say it on my own behalf. Yeah. And
Just
that's it.
great. Yes.
Not wanting anything from him, but just that I owe me that.
Sweet. Yes. It's very kind, compassionate for the self. So
Yeah,
that's,
because that doesn't work for me. You
yeah.
know, his daughter and I are close, but I wouldn't talk about him.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's not good.
All right. Larry.
It never occurred to me that the original belief is just another thought. When you said that, I thought, wait a minute. You know, why did that not occur to me? So it's all just pretense, you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, without the thought, I'd be without the thought. All's well.
Nice. Isn't that just fantastic? Like, all
Yeah.
is well. Yeah.
Isn't that just another thought, though? I mean, it's all just thoughts.
Yeah.
Things all the way down is thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there you are, just living your life with the weather changing. Yeah. Cindy.
Without the thought, I don't trust her. I'm loose. I don't have to have an opinion about her, actually.
Hmm.
That just hit me. I'm relaxed. I accept. I trust Matt a lot, and it's his choice.
Nice.
Oh,
It's great. Love
no
that part.
biggie.
I don't
Yeah,
need to have an opinion or,
really not. No,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's not my business what he's doing.
yeah, yeah. Sweet. Lori.
Without the belief that indecision is bad, I'd be comfortable with all the questions I have, and I'd be more open and say, I'm going to have more questions than most people have.
Hmm.
And, maybe just kind of a preemptive at times for people that it might, for my younger son, that bothers him. But, that's who I am. I
Yeah,
have questions. I need time to figure things out.
nice. Yeah. Like without, it's just, isn't that sort of sweet? It doesn't mean something won't, like you're aware of he doesn't want questions. Okay. And great. But that you have them. You like to, for whatever reasons. But just it's gentle on all sides. Looking at yourself, looking at him. All's welcome here. It's all okay. Just without the thought at all. It's not about being in denial. It's just watching. Yeah, if I'm in the middle of a situation where it looks like a response is being asked for in the world. I mean, and all possibilities are available, but who would I be without my story? And I'm participating. I'm here. I'm connected, not separated. So Kay shares, I shouldn't get triggered by my son's behaviors and react poorly. It creates distance, disconnection between us, vicious cycle, beat myself up, hypercritical. I know better, I'm the adult, stressful thought, fear, guilt. And without the thought, I'm calm, kind, non-judgmental. So different. Yeah. There everyone is being themselves. Who would I be without my story? Especially like there's a right way and a wrong way. About separation. Okay, let's turn it around. So, turn around first to the self. So, I don't trust myself. I should exercise more. Yeah. Um, I have backlash in my own mind. There's backlash in my own head here.
Yeah, if I don't say something, I'll regret.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
backlash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I don't say something.
Yeah. I ask too many questions for myself in that situation. I'm using me. I'm using me. And you always do this without like kicking yourself. It's just noticing the mind. Um, so I shouldn't feel all this thinking about anxiety. I mean, it's a statement, an I statement in the first place, so you might just want to go to the opposite. But anxiety shouldn't feel me, and I shouldn't feel anxiety. I mean, anxiety shouldn't feel me. I should feel anxiety if I do. I'm scamming myself. I'm scamming myself in this situation. And, it's like Lori's years, my indecision is bad. And then just indecision is bad in general, coming with that baseline belief. Um, it is not. And my indecision is good or makes sense. Other people's indecision has looked bad. But yeah, it's not. Larry.
Can you say more about I'm scamming myself?
Oh, sure.
I mean,
Well, maybe we'll hear from Rhonda if you're willing to share. Like, what's an example? I'm scamming myself in this situation.
Well, I'm not trusting myself
Hmm.
to make the right decision.
Yeah. Am I?
Um, I'm scamming myself, and then the other thing is he isn't scamming me.
That's right. Yeah.
And I've already called my old dentist, and they're going to do a second opinion.
Perfect. Right.
So in this heated moment, I still have clarity within
Yeah.
myself to take care of me.
Isn't that so great? And I love
So
I'm scamming him too.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, just even in my own mind, like however, whatever scamming is here, it's like, overcharging, making something is necessary that isn't. Am I, over my overing something when it comes to him? I'm like
Yes.
making a big,
like I have to tell the whole world, it's like I can't, like I'm telling all these people my business, but I
Yeah.
can't just handle it because I think I'm scamming me, you know.
Sure. Yes.
But in the truth, I really did come to a decision to get a second opinion. So I
Yeah.
feel good about that.
So great to notice I have all this thinking, but meanwhile, life is just doing what it needs to do, and I'm getting a second opinion. Nobody has to make a decision right now, and some part of me knows that. It's so good.
And my teeth will be fixed eventually,
Yes.
and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I love this work.
I know. It's good. It's great. Larry.
That was so great because I realized, because as soon as Rhonda talked, I'm thinking, what kind of second opinion? And then I realized, wait a minute, she knows what to do. She can, and then I realized that's what I'm doing with Carol.
Ah.
It's like I'm not trusting her to know what to do for herself. And of course
Yes.
she does.
Yeah.
And then I have a thing with my dentist, and she made me think, God, is he scamming me? Should I be doing? I can trust myself too to know. But that was so
Yes.
great. So thank you for that,
Yeah.
Rhonda.
Yeah. So good. Christine says that too. I'm learning so much from you, Rhonda. It's really sweet.
Never thought of a second opinion.
Thank y'all.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. So Shanna says, without my stories, I'm just a girl experiencing sensations in her body on her computer. Isn't that great to see? What is this? Human being having sensations, on my computer. I've called them anxiety, but maybe they're a signal that I'm growing beyond my comfort zone, which is something I want. Wow, that's it. I love that, like just looking at excitement or anxiety and just, revved up kind of woo, and then how it's not always a terrible thing. Sometimes we want it, you know. I want to be entertained and be excited. I should feel anxiety because I do. I'm witnessing a new experience because it'll give me greater empathy with my clients. Fabulous. Yeah, so good. Anyone else want to share their example? Just any examples or just notice? Cindy.
I don't trust myself. That's really hit me. I really don't trust myself.
Yeah,
I mean, in this situation, well, a lot of
right.
situations, but in this one,
Yes,
I
especially when
can't
it comes
trust
to, right.
it with her. I
Yes,
trust Matt, and I trust Matt. And it's okay to not know how it's going to go, which is sort of starting to be my new theme. It's okay
yes,
to not know.
yes. Beautiful. Like, can you find I do trust her?
Actually, I do trust her. I trust how she presents herself is how she wants to present herself.
Yes. There
Yeah.
she is,
Good.
doing whatever she does in the world, and she shows up like this, and it's that can be trusted somehow.
Yeah, she is who she is. She hasn't faltered.
Yeah, yeah. It's good. So, Kay, is your thought I take his behavior personally, or I shouldn't get triggered? I shouldn't get triggered by my son. So I shouldn't get triggered by my own thinking. I shouldn't get triggered by my own thinking about my son. I'm triggering myself. And I'm not even doing it on purpose. So not that, but and then he shouldn't get triggered by me. And just noticing, could I be triggering him in somehow just how he sees things? And I'm I should get triggered by him if I do. I should get triggered by him. It's allowing me to see more things and like explore this and just notice, wow, okay, here's a thing that happens in life. I would really like to know the truth. I'd like to know how to work with this. Wouldn't that be amazing? So he should trigger me. Teresa.
I'm working and I'm not important.
Sure.
So turn that around. I am important.
Yeah.
I don't make myself important. I could start to feel important, but I don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't know how to make myself important.
Well,
I feel so small sometimes, and I
yeah.
want to hide, and
Yes.
I don't speak
Yeah.
when I'm sad, or
Yeah. Yeah.
I would like to say to her, I would like to see her more than just once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
But I don't want to talk sometimes, because we say that we can't change others anyway. We can't change only us. We can't change. So
yeah.
that's why I don't want to tell her, I would like you to, I would like to see you more. And
Yeah.
because that's going to look like, I want to change you. Take care of me.
So you can kind of notice that sentiment and notice that feeling, and we'll just really, at least I know this with me, like it looks so much safer to just go like those little sea anemones that, like, when they're out and then they go in like this. Well, that's better. And so you kind of eliminate yourself way down, way back here, and then just bring it out like I'm a participant in this. So I am important just to myself. Like, and you could find, just to be, I have a voice. I was given a voice, I was given thoughts. Looks like I'm something's, living me. I'm being animated here. I exist. I don't know if I did that. I mean, I don't know. But here I am. So I must be important just because I exist. And, so I bring that and I just say, here's what I'm noticing. I don't even know if it's really entirely true. It just is in this moment. Maybe it'll change, you know. I can even say, I'm not trying to change you. I get afraid to speak up because I think it might be trying to change you. But really, I just wonder, I just love you and I like to spend more time. I just have the thought to say that right now.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like full.
Thank you.
Yeah. Imagine if somebody said, total transparency, like, I really am noticing this about myself, and, they'd just be like, oh, how sweet.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am important. Yeah, Rhonda says, I love that it's okay to not know the outcome. Of course. See, like, how do I know I'm not supposed to know the outcome? I don't. It isn't happening right now. I can have all these things imagining in my future, but not supposed to know if I don't. Larry.
That was I just wanted to ask Teresa. That's really interesting because didn't you start with I want to leave the relationship, but ended with I want to be closer? Did I miss something? Is that is that correct?
Um, I'm thinking of leaving the ship, but I feel guilty because if I leave because she's sick, if I leave the relationship, I'm going to feel guilty. I'm not a good person.
What was your turnaround? You want to be closer or something, right? Right.
It turns that it looks like I'm lost, but I am lost.
I am too.
I am lost.
The process. I'm sorry. I don't want to Yeah, just was curious about that. It's interesting.
It is helpful to go like look at one original statement and then kind
Mm,
of go back and notice and you did it just right. It's like just watching this thing that like a cascade of thinking that happens and then
yeah,
like sort of noticing turnarounds, but like to go back to that original, it's like she's using me. I'm guilty if I leave. Um, I'm using myself here. I'm not guilty if I leave. I'm guilty if I stay, like I mean just like um she's guilty if she leaves. Just noticing, have I thought that? And is it really true? But she's using me. I'm using myself here. Like I'm whatever way that she's using me, this using that's happening, just to reach out for what it is that I want. Am I doing that? I don't have to smack myself because of that, but am I doing the same kind of using with myself? Am I doing that with her? Like, am I using her for something here? Even just finding the tiniest example.
it's when you said, "Who would you be without that thought?"
Mm,
And
mm.
and you said, "Is there something that happened before when
Ah,
you were young?" That's when it's like it changed.
I
I
see.
feel not important in my when I was young, when I was in
Yeah,
my family.
yeah,
That's why everything changed.
yes, good.
That's where everything
Yes,
changed. I don't
wonderful.
feel important.
Yes, but so that's just a great one to just look like, wow, that would have to be in there and be in place to even get to this position now that I'm relating to with this person. Yeah, I'd have to be like calling up this thought and holding it up to this experience and like wow, how great to know because then I can go back, which it sounds like you were exactly what you were doing. You see those
Yeah.
images and I was, wow, something about my importance here. It's great. Beautiful. Yeah. Follow the trail. Follow the breadcrumbs. Christine.
Yeah, I can understand, Teresa's situation because I had a longtime friend, and eventually a need came up in me that I needed more from the relationship than me calling all the time.
Uh,
And so I spoke to her, and nothing changed.
uh,
And the relationship just naturally
hmm,
went their ways.
yes.
There was no tearing apart. It just naturally dissolved over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just,
because I had this need that I didn't want to be doing that all the time. And so I would stop myself when I wanted to call her, and I was like, no, something inside of me wants more for me than this.
hmm, sure.
And yeah, and so I'm hearing that
Hmm.
now. Right? So that there's a need like that wasn't met before, and then it rises, like it rose up in me because it was a 23-year friendship.
Ah, sure.
And it was more of, yeah, anyways, it was what it was. And then that need came up in me that wanted to be met.
Yeah.
And then I met somebody that did meet that need. It was always pretty equal in
Hmm.
calling and getting together. So it opened up. But you know, it's worth the conversation to see what happens. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah. Very sweet. Like it's okay. Okay to speak. Okay to be in there participating. Not about being passive, that's for sure. The work. Yeah. About relaxing and then and being involved. And often I find it's about being even more active, like in a real open, solid, like let's see what happens kind of a way. Yeah. And people will participate however they are able. Very wonderful work, everybody. Lovely to hear your thoughts, the shared thoughts of humanity, no new thoughts at all. And just find what fits and curiosity. Maybe there's a continuation, keep going, more thoughts that arise up. But love hearing your experience. So wonderful. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
all.
Thank
Lots
you
of love,
all.
everyone. See you next time.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.